All right, here's where we can change the color like globally. We can make this look like a, well, it is unified because we took it outside and that's what actually happened. But there are two ways to, well, there's more than two ways, but there's two ways I'm going to show you how to color grade this. Move tools, no layers. Okay, so if I click over here on the layers palette, and if I create a new layer, which means I go down to the bottom right and click on this icon that looks like a piece of paper with a corner folded, I've got a new layer. I should rename that so I know what I'm talking, or well, so I can remember what I did. And I'm going to call this color gradient fill. And it's highlighted. If I highlighted dodge burn, that's where all the action would happen. So I have to highlight color gradient fill. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a color gradient, whether it's like dark to light or dark to light or cool. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do cool to warm. Actually, let's do dark to light and then cool to warm. Okay, so if I want this kayaker, my friend, actually he's pedaling my boat at the time, my friend to be a little lighter than everything else around him, I need to make him lighter and everything else darker. So he's going to be lighter. So he's going to be like a light gray. So he's just going to be lighter. If white is going to wash things out, but I want him to be lighter. So I say, okay, that's the primary color. And everything else is going to be dark, right? Let's not go black. Let's just go dark. Fine. And then I select the gradient tool. Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh, that's kind of the opposite of what I want, isn't it? So let's see. All right, here's where you can go down the rabbit hole pretty quick. What I can do is I can hit Option, Control, Z. Option, Control, Z. Option, Control, Z. Option, Control, Z. Great. Selected the gradient tool. I want to select this tool. Circular rainbow, no. Reset the tool. There we go. That brings everything back to normal. What I do, see what that does. Okay. So that's the linear gradient. I want it to go to the radius gradient. Go like this. So the place that I left click first is where the first color is. And then I hold that down and drag out to the edge, and the edge is where the second color is. And if I bring the opacity down, okay, see how things are lighter? Things are lighter all over, but that's a normal function. We do it as an overlay. And that means that everything lighter than 50% gray gets lighter. Everything darker than 50% gray gets darker, no matter what the color. So actually, let's crank this up all the way. So since my primary color is light gray, let's make it white. And my secondary color is super dark gray, let's make it black. Everything that's white in an overlay layer is going to get super bright. Everything that is black in an overlay layer is going to get super dark. And because the gradient is like circular, it's radial, where I first plot the point right on this guy's face here, I left click or index click, hold down, and draw out and show the radius of the circle. And then as soon as I let go, everything on the outside is darker, everything on the inside is lighter. And that's cartoonish, but if I like the idea, I can always dial the opacity down. So that's kind of cool. I can do a similar idea using color. The color picker, there's only so many colors, but if I unclick only web colors, then I get the full gradient. If I want him to be light but warm, more like orange, right? I want to be, see how this is just a grayscale on the left, so that tells you how light or dark a color is. So you want a light color. To fade to dark, kind of cool, like dark blue, cool, like shadows are. And the closer you get to this left side, the more neutral things become. Okay, so that brings some, that's an interesting way to color grade things. It really looks like a filter, which can be fun. But in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do it in a more natural way.